Hey kids, this is another tutorial. This time, the basics of using GarageBand. I think for the most part, the GarageBand icon is not on your dock, so you'll need to go to the Finder and Applications and find it in there. So we want to go to GarageBand, and the one we're looking for, because you may have more than one version on your computer, the one we're looking for is the one that has the icon with the guitar and the amp. Okay, so let's open that one. This is the latest version, and we want to get to the part where it says empty project. Now, there are a lot of options in GarageBand. You can write music, you can record voice, instruments. You can do all kinds of things with those. And you can use GarageBand as a pretty sophisticated recording studio if you're a musician. If you're not a musician and you just want to make some songs for a whole lot of different purposes, but if you just want to make some songs, then we're going to do the quick method, which is using loops, and we're going to show you what that is. So we want an empty project, and then we'll just start off with a software instrument and say click on Create, and this gives us a screen that looks like this. Let's get rid of this keyboard unless you want to mess around with that. And now what we want to do is we want to bring up the loops. And what loops are these little parts of songs that we want to use as tracks in our song that we're going to create. There are hundreds of different loops that we can use. We can preview these loops. Now here's all the loops right here. There are beats and bass loops and piano and organ and strings and congas, guitar, all kinds of loops that we can use to build a song. So if we just go right here and we click on 70s electric piano, it's going to sound like this. Okay, that's what that sounds like. And if I go to beats, click on beats right here, I can click on any of these and it'll give me different beats. Okay, all kinds. That's cool. All right, all kinds of beats. And then I'm going to go up and reset every time after I listen to some beats. Then I'll go to piano. There you go. That's kind of the same. Okay, all kinds of different. Okay, now I'm going to hit reset again. And we can do the same thing for all the loops that are available. And I would encourage you to go through and sample every single loop so you know what's available. Okay, so let's start out with, let me show you how you build a song. And it's going to be quick and dirty, and it'll just show you the basic components and the how and why to do that. Okay, so let's go to beats. Let's pick something. Let's say I like this beat. I'm going to drag that right here. I drug that beat up here. And it's right now only two measures long. Okay? And so I want it to be longer than that. So if I go to the end of this loop on this track right here, I go into the end of the loop and I get a curly Q arrow, that means I can drag this loop and make it, see, that's now 3, now 4, now 5, now 6 measures, now 7, 8, that's 9, 10. Okay, you get it? So, okay, that's now 10 measures. I can make it as long as I want, okay, by doing that. Now, I'm going to hit reset, and we need something else. We need bass, right? Let's put that in there. So I just drug that in there, and let's get the curly Q arrow and make that this long. Now, if I want to play this, this is the playhead. We'll make sure the playhead is back to the beginning. And if I go right here and I hit the play button, I will hear what I've got so far. Now I could stagger this. I could start the bass before, and I could move this whole this whole loop 4 measures in on this track, and then it wouldn't come in for a while. All right, that's pretty cool, right? I'll hit reset again. We might want to put in some guitar. Not that. Maybe that. Maybe chase scene, wah guitar. We might want to put it in right here. And then we're going to, let's make it a little bit longer. Okay? And now I can play it. What's that going to sound like? Let's play it. Okay? You get the idea? Now, let's say I want to fade these loops out, or I want to fade one of them or all of them. I could fade or play with the volume up and down. The way to do that, though, is I need to go to Mix up here and then Fade Out. And it's going to fade out that master. It's going to actually fade everything out. But because I do that, I get this little line right here. Okay, and with this line that goes across this loop, I could click on that line, click again over here, and just pull that. Oops, I could click again and pull that down. And see, I can fade that loop out. I could fade this loop out. Okay, I can do whatever I want. Fading in, fading out with the loops. It's really cool. It's kind of a nice thing to be able to do. Now, that's basically how you build a song in GarageBand, keeping all of these things right up here, the C major, 4/4 time, all of that, 120 beats per minute. We'll keep all that as the default, no problem. Now, when you get done with your song and you're all good with it, and it sounds really cool, you're going to go up here to Share, and then for what we want to do is we want to export song to disk, okay, and then make sure that it is, that's good, high quality, right there, MP3. We want to make this into a high quality MP3. All right, and we're going to give it a title. All right, we're going to call this test, and then we're going to say put it in documents, and we're going to export this thing. And there you go. And then we'll have an MP3 file ready to go that we can use, put into iMovie. Put it into other software, put it on our drive, put it on our phone and listen to it, all kinds of things like that. Very cool, right? Now for all of the requirements, you can find those on my teacher page, okay? You just find that on my teacher page under Viscom, and this tutorial, of course, is there. And the instructions are right here. It's just a PDF again, and it tells you everything you need to do. You need to create 2 original 1-minute GarageBand songs using as many tracks as possible. Don't use the band loops. They're banned. I don't want to hear them again. I've heard them so many times. They're hanging up in the room there. So don't do that. All right, so you'll find this there, and here's the little rubric, and then turn that in when you're done. All right, have fun.